Ain't no party like a Tuesday night cruise party. How's everybody doing? Hi guys, good to see everybody in the chat. Look at that crew hanging out and helping each other out. Is so good to see all of you here. We're thrilled to be here with you talking about cruise and travel. There's a lot of really bad weather all around the country right now, and we are all cold. We're all worried about snow. It feels like 23 outside right now in Texas. Freezing cold. And I just want to send good wishes to everybody who's dealing with some of that weather. As always, our Patreon community, jump in the chat and say crew. If you're watching this afterwards and you didn't get to be here in the live chat, you can always put crew in the chat then. It's just awesome to be here with you. And get those questions coming too, y'all. If you have any questions specifically about Alaska, by the way, I know that's on everybody's mind right now. Alaska cruising season is coming up. It starts in just 2 months. The Alaska cruise season officially starts in April. So a lot of you are packing for your Alaska cruise, you're planning, you may have questions. Bring those questions on. If you can type question in big old capitals, all caps, I promise I won't be offended. I do not think you're yelling. I was born in the 70s, so to me that's fine. But it's great to see everybody here. Ooh, yes, Shailene and Kurt, it always makes me very happy to see you guys here. Look at all our backstage crew in the chat too. Lori's here, Bill, Cheryl and Mike and Jared and cruising engineer, and I know I'm missing somebody. This is why I don't like to read the names out, because I feel horrible if I miss anybody. But we're ready to answer your questions. I do have a couple of favors. I want to invite you all to join our Facebook group, which is so generously moderated by our friends Mike and Cheryl, who are in the chat. I'm going to put that in here, guys. Okay, join the Facebook group. Just answer a few quick questions and we'll get you right on in. Mike and Cheryl will let you in. I do have another favor to ask of you guys, okay? I want to make sure you have your notifications on YouTube for our channel. We are hearing constantly from people, and other creators are telling me the same thing, that people are saying they don't even see us in their subscriptions feed. This is very common on YouTube right now. I don't think it's anything specific to do with us, but what you want to do is go to your YouTube app, or if you're on the computer, that's fine. Pick a YouTube channel. I'm going to pick Morgan from the Very Unofficial Travel Guides. There's a little button right here that says subscribed. Tap on that. Make sure that you have all notifications on with the bell at the top. There's all, personalized, none, and unsubscribe. You need to tap all. Would you look at that? I just looked at Morgan's and it had me not unsubscribed, but it had me as personalized notifications when I clearly want to see all his stuff. So if you guys could do that for me really quick, I would be so thankful. I know it might be a little tricky to do it while you're in the app, but if you click on our channel name while you're in it, it should take you into that place and you can do that. It would be so helpful. We're recommending that you do that with any channel that you follow, you guys, because you just don't know anymore. If you haven't watched our content in a while, or something has happened and you just don't see it, that is a good thing. Okay, Nancy, oh my gosh, Nancy, this is a good question. Nancy Raphaelian says, Sherry, do you recommend a Carnival ship for an Alaska cruise? Thank you. It's good to see you too, my dear. It depends. If you normally absolutely love cruising on Carnival, then yeah, absolutely. If not, I would stick with the cruise lines that do Alaska so well. I generally like to recommend Holland America and Princess as kind of the top. While if you're a Norwegian cruise lover or a Royal Caribbean cruise lover or a Carnival cruise lover, you should cruise with those lines in Alaska. It's just that if you've never been to Alaska before, I love the way Holland America and Princess do Alaska. Holland America gets some big time extra points because they do such a good job in Glacier Bay, guys. And their port times are just a little bit longer. They keep you in those ports a little longer. So Nancy, if you love Carnival, absolutely. Just make sure you look at the itinerary. Sometimes Carnival has some really, really good deals on Alaska. So that could be very personalized, you know? Carson Johnson said, hey, we're looking to do a day pass resort in Cabo in March. Any recs? There's not that many, but I would go to resort for a day and see if they have them. Resortpass.com is great as well. So just resortpass.com, and then let's check and see what they have in Cabo. I'm going to look and see if they have anything. Let's just put in a date of like, I don't know when your cruise is to Cabo, but it looks like you can do Dreams. I've heard Dreams is amazing. I would highly recommend you do a day pass there. Casa Dorado is also on there. Zoetree Casa del Mar, expensive day pass, $130, but looks like a good one. Marquis Los Cabos coming in at $366 a day. It looks like you can get some really high-end ones. If it was me, I'd probably go with Dreams. I think that might be a good choice. Dreams Los Cabos. It might be kind of far away though. Wait a minute. That looks like it's in San Jose del Cabo. Maybe look at something a little closer like Casa Dorada. I think it looks closer. But just go to resortpass.com and see what you can find. There's so many good ones. Kristen Ellis said, heading to Alaska on Princess in May. Any hotel recommendations for Seattle? Yes. Kristen, grab a pen. I'm going to tell you my favorite hotels in Seattle. Number one, for a cute hotel that's within walking distance of Pike Place Market, Pali Hotel. P-A-L-I. So cute. We stayed in the cutest room. It had like this just awesome antique furniture, like green striped wallpaper in the bathroom, and it was rad. I loved it. It has character, and it's walking distance again from Pike Place. If you don't care about location, the Embassy Suites Pioneer Square is fantastic and has a free breakfast. And it's really easy to take an Uber to the cruise ship. Also, the W Hotel in Seattle. That one's downtown, kind of like the Pali Hotel. It's in a walkable area. The W is the bomb. I loved staying there. If you have a lot of budget for your hotel, try the Edgewater. It's down by the cruise area. And they have a beautiful restaurant in there. The restaurant in the Edgewater is so good. So there's 4 recommendations for you. Bear Bull Cruising said, question, which cruise ship has the dining experience of being on a railroad and a rail car? Oh yeah, Utopia of the Seas, right? Good job, honey. Bear Bull Cruising, it is. It's Royal Caribbean's new ship, Utopia. Yeah, enjoy it. Bill Byongo says, what's the best way to get to Southampton from London Heathrow? I think most people take the train. But I think that they have shuttle buses too. I'm going to actually be researching that myself. I have a little something coming up in Europe in the next year, and I need to find out how to get myself the other way from the ship to London Heathrow. So I'll have to let you know, Bill. But I think most people do take a train or the cruise line, transportation, buses and things like that. But train transportation is wonderful in that area. Bonya says, what's the best online resource to find solo cabins? That is a great question. Your travel agent is your best online resource. And it's nice to see you, Bonya. Welcome back. A good travel agent who can help you with solos is good. Other than that, I'm not really sure about like an actual online resource. Here's the problem that we're seeing with some solo cabins. Some cruise companies, depending on how much at capacity the cruise line is, sometimes they won't let you book the cabin solo. Like I've heard this happening with Celebrity, for example. You actually have to put a false name on you have to put like a second person's name. I don't want to say a false name, but it really is like a second person's name on the reservation, then have them no-show. It's so stupid. So I don't know why they do that, Bonya, but I would recommend that. Hi, Jack. How are you? Yeah, use a travel agent to guide you through it. Regarding the question that came in, you guys, about the hotel in Cabo, Nancy is saying that the Casa Dorada in Cabo is amazing. She said she stays there in the summer and loves it so much, and that one is available on resortpass.com. So I think that it looks like if you were to book it for just this Saturday, Dorada is $164 for a day pass, $45 for a spa pass, $100 for a massage. That's an expensive day pass for one person, but I personally, that's one of my favorite things to do on a cruise is get a day pass at a resort. They have a premium resort day pass. It's $185. Children are $93. They have pools, hot tubs, swim up bar. You get an $80 food and beverage credit for an adult day pass and a $40 food and beverage credit for children's day pass. Access to showers, 1 complimentary bottle of sparkling wine, 2 bottles of water, complimentary Wi-Fi, and valet self-parking. I would think it would, yeah, $80 of food and beverage credit should do the trick. They also offer towel service and it looks very beautiful. So that's pricey for a day pass, but could be very nice, and they do have a private beach there too. So it sounds like we've found you a good one. Pricey, but worth it. Okay. Oh, Kathy, thank you so much. Kathy said, is that a dress or a shirt you're wearing? It's a shirt. I love it. It's kind of a Lily lookalike. And you know I have a link for you to this shirt. It's from Amazon. And I absolutely love it so much that I have it in gazoodles of colors. I just really like this shirt. So let me get it for you into the chat. I also put my top into the link for this video. If anybody's watching this on replay, I always will put the shirt or the dress I'm wearing in the description of the video in case you're interested, because I think it's so fun to see what someone's wearing and see how it fits on their body and to see like a real world person wearing it. I mean, none of us look like the Amazon models, right? So it's nice to see real world. PJ, you have it too. Yay. Thank you, Mike and Cheryl, so much, guys. You're the best. Donna Streeter said, cruising on Wonder with family that's never cruised before, didn't book an excursion in St. Thomas. Any suggestions on something to do? We'll have 2 kids, girls age 14 and 12. Yeah, I think St. Thomas, really, go to Megan's Bay for your first one. Take a cab or something and get yourself over to Megan's Day and just have a beach day. If anybody else wants to suggest some ideas for St. Thomas, we have a lot of St. Thomas lovers here. Donna, it's funny, it's actually one of the ports I haven't spent a lot of time in. One of the days I was sick when we went there and I quarantined myself. It was like the last couple days of the cruise, so I just didn't leave my room. And then we had something else happen where we couldn't do anything in St. Thomas. I don't know if it was weather. I don't remember, but yeah, I haven't spent that much time there. But I'm sure we'll get some commentary going. Oh my goodness, Charles, I'm so glad to see you here. I hope you guys make it safe to your cruise. You guys, Charles is dealing with a wild weather adventure to get to that cruise soon. So we're thinking about you, my friend. Oh, Joe, wishing you guys the most wonderful 40th anniversary. I'm so excited for you. Carla Clemens is here in the chat for the first time commenting. Yay, we're so happy to have you, Carla, and we're glad you love the live and the after party. The after party is going to be fun tonight. I have a lot of luggage and cruisy stuff. I have this cute swim cover up in the after party tonight too, and my purse that I've been wearing every day. This is really, really cute. And I also have this sweater. If anybody's still in sweater mode, we'll be talking about that, as well as like so many different personal item bags, suitcases, and little travel accessories in our Amazon Live after party. You guys are going to have fun on that one too. I'll put a link in there for that as well, but we still have time here on YouTube. It's been funny. Amazon has an interesting new thing with live streaming where sometimes when we are on the live streams, we're doing a live stream over there featuring products, we actually pop up when people go to checkout. So they've already bought stuff and then they're done checking out and then my live stream pops up. I have had several people that I just know in my life that don't really know what I do on Amazon. They don't really understand the content creation thing, but they have checked out and then seen me there and they're like, wait a minute, this is so weird. Is that you? They like text me like, is that you on Amazon right now? I'm like, yep, I know, it's weird. It's so funny. But you know, hey, that works. Carla, I love the cover up too. Charles said in St. Thomas, they always ride the cable car up to Paradise Point. Views up there are spectacular. That's another thing to do with your daughters. Oh, Kat, you've got your 25th anniversary coming up. You need to plan something big. You guys need to start thinking about dream destinations like Fiji, Tahiti, the Cook Islands. Maybe go go to Cabo for a week, Cozumel for a week, Cancun for a week. Get an all-inclusive resort. Have some fun. Of course, I love cruising, but I also really love all-inclusive resorts, and I love resort vacations. So I don't know what that means. I'm not even gonna. Kimberly, I don't understand your question, so maybe explain for me, okay? Sharon, how are you? Sharon said in St. Thomas, Try the Castaway Girl catamaran to Buck Island and see the turtles. Oh, that sounds really fun. I love that. I have a feeling Kimberly meant to type something else. Joe has an idea for you, Kat. Do a Paul Gauguin cruise to the South Pacific. Yeah, Paul Gauguin to Tahiti, that would be the dream, right? Does Paul Gauguin still cruise to the South Pacific? Do they still have them? Gosh, it's interesting because I haven't. Were they purchased by Ponant? Yeah, it looks like they still do. They still do. They do the 7-night Tahitian Society Islands cruises. So you can do Raiatea, you can do Bora Bora, Taha, Moorea. I think that they do 10 nights too. Yeah. That would be the dream. That would be my dream, to be honest. Take me away. Is that the old R2 ships? The old Renaissance ships? Ah, Karen Warmel says, we want to take our grandkids on a Disney cruise when we retire. Is it still worth it? If you love Disney, if the kids love Disney, if you are invested in Disney and you absolutely love the characters, the experience, all of my friends who have cruised with Disney say it really truly is better and it really truly is exceptional, but I think you have to love Disney. I asked someone that. I said, so if you're not into Disneyland, if you're not into the characters, the movies, if it just wasn't your thing, like for me, I have a boy. I'm a boy mom. My son maybe watched Cars, but we're not Disney princesses and Disney characters, just not our thing. He never wanted to go to Disneyland. He wanted to go to Legoland, but he didn't want to go. So we're not Disney people. Would I love a Disney cruise? I probably would, because I would probably appreciate how much they do cruising really, really well. Like, I can appreciate the fact that their food is incredible, the buffet stands out, and that their service is better, and that they hold things to a higher standard. I understand that they even hold their excursion providers to a much higher standard. I talked to an excursion operator in Alaska and said that they are extremely selective with how they select and screen excursion providers, and what they demand of them is a higher level. So it is, from my understanding it is, but I've never experienced it myself. And I haven't said to my husband, let's pay 10 grand to go somewhere for a week to try it, because we're not really a Disney family. If I had an opportunity, I would jump on it in a heartbeat though. But hard to justify. Oh, I know, Joe, those flights are so expensive, huh? So Kristen said Disney cruises are amazing. Cruising engineer said, love Disney. And so people, yeah, totally, Karen, for people who love it, I've heard it's just exceptional. And the kids just love it. They're so into it. Oh, by the way, I have a wonderful recommendation for you. I made a new friend this year, who he and his wife run Rope Drop on Deck podcast. And the guy's name is Doug, and he and his wife are so fun. They actually love Disney cruising. They've also cruised Royal Caribbean. But if you really want to deep dive into Disney cruising, go to Rope Drop on Deck Radio. They're so great. They're so sweet. Love them, and love their content too. Tam Carp said, they changed the port from Half Moon Key to Nassau. Any recommendations on a nice beach? We usually do Sandals Day Pass for the day, but bringing young kids. Oh, man. A nice beach. Well, the beach if you get full beach access at Atlantis, that beach is beautiful. But you want access to the beach on property, not to the adjacent cable beach. You want the one where you can walk down and it's like the cove. I absolutely love that beach. If anybody else has Nassau recommendations, Blue Lagoon is fun with kids too. We did Blue Lagoon when our son was little, and that was really fun. I don't really like the food at Blue Lagoon. I think it's pretty gross. Honestly, like weird hamburgers. Like, I can't even say Costco hamburgers, because Costco hamburgers would be better. But the beach is mellow, the water is mellow, they have dolphins, there's a lot to do. It's kind of like an amusement park, but it is really pretty. So, yeah. Hope that helps you, Tam Carp. Jack said, do all-inclusives include brand name alcohol? It depends on the all-inclusive. Most of them do. The higher end ones do, but not all. And sometimes you just have to ask. So you have to ask the bartender, hey, please make that for me with a premium alcohol. Most of the time they do. Oh, excellent question. Oh, Marcia. Marcia said, what kind of clothes should I pack for a Caribbean cruise in December from Galveston? I just did one in January and it was 25 degrees when we boarded the ship. But 2 days earlier, it had been 75 degrees. The moral of the story, Marcia, is you never know. Go with your resort wear, but also take a raincoat or fleece in case it's cold. December, January, and February in Texas can be very wintry. It can get down into the 30-degree range. And you will need a jacket in Galveston in December, almost certainly. Also, Galveston is a blast in December. If you can extend your stay and go enjoy the Moody Gardens, they have an incredible Christmas setup. They have ice skating. They have this beautiful walk-through park. It's just stunning. Jim A. said, is Disney better than before? I was on one in the 90s and it was so bad for adults geared to kids. No, these days, a lot of adults go on it without kids. Couples, they say that it's wonderful because they separate the kids from the adults a lot. But, I mean, there's still going to be a lot of kids, but I've heard it's amazing for adults. Ooh, that sounds fun, Nancy. Grand Hyatt Baha Mar. Ooh, and that's in Nassau. Okay. Grand Hyatt Baha Mar. So to the person who asked about Nassau earlier. Yeah. Wu-Tang Life likes Virgin Voyages. I will tell you guys, I did my first Virgin cruise this year. And if you haven't seen my video, it's a wild one. It pretty much has been my most viewed video of all time because I just straight out put on the thumbnail what I thought, which was, am I too dang old? Now, you have to watch the video to find out what the answer is, but I will tell you, I love cruising on Virgin. In fact, I told my husband today, I was like, I wish our son was 18 because I really would. I think that the ships are great. They're a lot of fun. There are things about Virgin that you have to be aware of, but I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to put the video in the chat if you guys want to watch it. It's a really good one. And it is fun if you don't want to cruise with kids, but that's not the only thing that's great about Virgin. The food is also as good as everyone says it is. It really is different. It really is way better than your average cruise food. It just has more flavor. And it's hard to explain it until you experience it. No one could explain it to me until I experienced it, but I just loved it. Oh, wow, Emma! 107-day cruise, amazing. Oh my gosh. Jay said, which cruises have the chillest passengers? I don't want anything with people too loud or misbehaving. Princess and Holland America and Celebrity are going to have older, quieter passengers. Yeah. And you should avoid spring break and summer break and Christmas break at all costs. No matter what cruise line you're on, there will always be children. Yeah, if you want to chill, Jay, if you like it a little more quiet, yeah, Holland America, Princess and Celebrity. Or, you know, obviously the luxury lines too. Oceana and Seabourn, oh my God. You could lay in a cabana all day. You'll never feel more rested in your life. Or the MSC Yacht Club is another exceptional option for chilling. Because then you have access to the ship, you have all that's out there, but you have the Yacht Club complex and your own sun deck and pool and restaurants. It's really great. Mandy, 25 days until your first Princess cruise on board Sun. What can you expect on embarkation day? Sun. Are you cruising out of Europe? It should be great. Embarkation day is going to go really fast depending on where you're embarking. If it's Fort Lauderdale, forget about it. But if you're cruising from Europe, it should be great. You should be expecting, if you already have your medallion, you will arrive at the terminal and they'll whisk you through the process. You'll probably never even sit down, because the medallion makes it so quick. Then when you get on board, the nice thing about Princess is there are multiple restaurants to go to. You don't have to go to the buffet to eat lunch. You could probably try something else. So you could consider the main dining room, the pizza place, but usually the funny thing about that is Sun Princess's buffet actually isn't that crowded because there are so many other restaurants. So enjoy whatever restaurant you want. Expect the dining situation to be chaotic on day one on any cruise and be patient. It will get better. But yeah. Yeah. TP said, hey, Sherry, I couldn't find the link in Amazon for clothing for those of us that have a little more cushion that you were talking about last week. Oh, yeah. TP, you're looking for our plus size cruise fashion list. I'd love to give that to you. Let me search for it. Hold on. It's so nice to have curated items for plus size cruisers. And we get a lot of requests about it. I also have like a fun article on my website about plus size cruising. But what we did, plus size cruise fashion, I'm sorry. What we did is we put together a shopping list on Amazon for you. So here is, I'm gonna put the article in the chat first. Okay. This has got actual curated outfit ideas. Like I put outfit ideas together that I thought were cute, and then put pictures of them together and like linked to them, and also talked about other things like a packing list, a basic 7-day packing list, port day outfits, pretty formal wear in plus sizes, and also things like, you know, in addition to like cocktail dresses and stuff like that, super casual stuff. So lots and lots of shorts, lots and lots of t-shirts, pretty bags, shoes, and accessories to go with it. So that article is in there now. And I'm gonna actually, I think that I'm gonna put that into the description of the video too, in case anybody watching this on replay wants our plus size cruise fashion article. That's a really fun one. And then let me get you the Amazon list. It's taking me just a tiny second. Did I get that in there in the chat right? Did I get it in the chat, honey? Is it in there? Do you see the plus size article in there? That okay. Let me get the, I'm gonna get the Amazon shopping list for you too. Bear with me. Idealists. Found it. Okay. It's a really long link, but it's coming in. I hope that this helps you out. Sorry guys, my chat just disappeared, so I'm just waiting for it to come back. It won't be much longer. Did we get that first link in there though? Yeah, okay, good. Sharon said, I don't think I would link Princess and Holland with celebrity. The Edge ships are attracting a younger crowd. Yeah, to some degree, but not all of them. I think celebrity still, in general, is 45 and up. And Princess, when I was in Alaska last year, I looked at the Princess ship next to me, and there were more teenagers than there were adults. I think it just varies on location too, Sharon. I know that a lot of times there's like one-off experiences too, but yeah, they're attracting a little bit of a younger crowd. Nancy said, hi Sherry, another question. You've been on Carnival Firenze out of Long Beach? No, I haven't. I've heard it was so good, but now that we don't live on the West Coast, I haven't done it yet. Natasha V said, first time cruiser question. If my passport has my middle name, but I booked the cruise without my middle name, is it going to be a problem? Probably not for the cruise, but for your flight, yes. The airlines are going to be way more concerned about that than the cruise, but you can call the cruise line as well and ask them about that. Yeah, right, Sharon, 45 is sounding young. Yeah, exactly. Whereas Holland America really is like 65 and up, but not always. You know what I mean? And those smaller ships are so charming. Bill Byongo said, question, in your professional opinion, will a cruise to the British Isles be more formal than a Caribbean cruise? Yes, because also people who live in that area tend to be more formal. So if you get some Brits on there, they might be more formal, yeah. Oh, yay. Tam Carp said, your yacht club video made me look them up and book it. I hope you used my discount code. Tam Carp, please tell me you used my discount code when you booked it. I hope so. We have, if you look at our MSC vlog, you guys, there's a limited time discount if you book any cruise on MSC except for world voyages. So don't forget to use that if you're going to if you're going to book with MSC. I'll put that in the chat. I think it's 10% off. The Yacht Club is amazing, you guys. I'm telling you. Marcia Sam, heading to Bermuda on Celebrity. Any suggestions for restaurants and excursions? For excursions, Horseshoe Bay is amazing from what I hear. We had bad weather in Bermuda, so we basically walked off the ship and got rained on and went back on. But everybody says that's the thing to do. David Camano said, going on a Disney cruise for the first time, extended family 2026. Is the rainforest room worth it on the Wish class ships? Does anybody know? I've never even heard of this. I'm embarrassed to say I don't know what the rainforest room is. Can somebody at David Camano and help David in this? What's up, Quaxon? How have you been? Quaxon said, hey, Sherry, I know you and Mr. Cruise Tips TV both have past experience living in Spain. Wanted to hear your thoughts on pre-cruise time in Madrid before heading out to Barcelona. Any tips for Madrid? Yes. Oh, my gosh. I love it. You know, it's so weird. We were just talking about the fact that we need to go back to Madrid. We need to take my son because it was our old stomping grounds. Okay, so the thing you have to know, obviously, Quaxon already knows this because Quaxon has looked at a map, but Madrid is not on the coast of Spain. It is actually right smack in the middle of the country. And it is, it's not coastal at all. So Quaxon would probably be flying into Madrid beforehand. It's really fun. You could spend a week in Madrid and take the train to little, cities just outside, but it is so much fun. There's beautiful parks there. So if you go, you want to make sure that you visit a lot of the parks. I want to tell you, you want to go to Parque Retiro, R-E-T-I-R-O. That's a really good one to go to. And then the park that was by where we lived was, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'm going to find it. It's such a big city, but it's also really fun to take the subway all over Madrid because you can get anywhere on the train. Just expect it to be very metropolitan. Madrid is, it's like New Yorkish. It's very big city. People dress a little bit more nicely. You're going to see a lot of women wearing like neck scarves and like, it's hard to explain that, but it's a little bit more city-like and metropolitan. The museums are beautiful. All of that kind of stuff is beautiful. But my favorite thing to do is, without a doubt, to go to the parks. You definitely want to go to the Atocha train station. It's really cool. There's a lot there at Atocha. There's shops. There's tapas. It's kind of a neat place to hang out. I'm trying to remember. Can you find, honey, the name of the park by our house? For museums, my husband recommends the Reina Sofia, the Prado, stuff like that. I'm personally not a huge museum lover, but I did enjoy the museums in Madrid and I did love living there. Would I live there again? No. Part of that is the language barrier. It's not Mexican Spanish, it's Spanish, and I had a bit of a hard time. So a little bit tricky, but yeah, I do recommend it. There's so much to do there. Just get comfortable with the train, but you need some time. I would say at least 3 days. So Retiro isn't the park that was by our house, is it? Isn't Retiro the one that had the steps and everything? Where you used to go hang out with the girls when they came to visit? I cannot remember the name of the park by us. What's the one with the rose garden? Let's find it. Maybe it is Retiro, babe. Yeah, but Retiro does have the rose garden. Huh. Okay, well, I'll have to think about this, Quaxon. If you feel like DMing me offline, I can give you more suggestions too. But Retiro has a lot around it. Natasha V said, I have another question. One person in your party can't do it. Yeah, you should be able to get a refund. You should be able to get a refund now. If just get the refund now if you know that they can't do it, and don't wait until like the day before, because sometimes the refund policies are like 48 hours before and you don't want to miss out on it. So yeah, I mean, I think you probably should just take the refund if you already know that it's going to be an issue. So, how are we doing? Are we caught up on questions? My gosh, you guys are amazing. Look at all this. Wow, Wu-Tang Life, you're in the PP Islands. Is that the ones in that movie, The Beach? from the beach. I want to go there. Co-PP and all that. I know it sounds weird because it's spelled PHI, but that is so cool. I'm so jealous. You just got off a river cruise? No way. That's so cool. So Kristen said for David, the rainforest room, go for a tour of the rainforest room on embarkation day, and the day pass is totally worth it. Oh man, you're so lucky, Michelle. You're going to have so much fun on that one. Holly is here. Holly, you were our cruiser of the week last week on the live stream. I don't think you were here. I looked for you, but you were our cruiser of the week. Nice to see you. Yes, Lori said that Princess Cruises from Fort Lauderdale, always a nightmare. I've been on 2 now. Total nightmare. Total nightmare. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap up. It is time to go over to our Amazon Live after party. We'd love to invite you to join us over there. If you like this live chat, this is a great opportunity for you to come say hi. The after party is, the chat's quieter, so I usually get to address everybody. We're going to talk about some travel stuff, so come on over. Appreciate all of you. Yeah, reach out if you have any more questions, Quaxon. I'd be happy to help you. Madrid is beautiful. It is definitely, if you're going, by the way, in the winter months, it gets very cold. So pack a winter coat. It's very chilly. And thank you guys so much. Again, please don't forget to set up your notifications on our YouTube channel. You want to go to the area where it says, like, click on the profile picture of the channel, and where it says subscribed, there's a pull down menu. It'll say the bell, and then it'll say customize notifications, no notifications, or unsubscribe. You want to hit the bell. You guys, trust me, it will make all the difference in the world for you getting notified when our videos go live. Yeah. I know. All right. Oh, nice. You want to do a status match. Okay, good. Tamcar, please use our discount code. That's going to save you so much money. It's 10% off, so make sure you reach out to me if you need it. Antoinette, the easiest to manage children's clubs or activities as far as signing in and out, variety of activities, honestly, they're all kind of the same in terms of like signing in and signing out, because that's a security issue. I think Princess is pretty mellow with their kids' clubs. Obviously, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, it depends on the ships. What do you guys think? Kat is saying Royal Caribbean and MSC are actually really easy, and Carnival too. Oh, you're welcome, Mia. Thank you, Rebecca. You're so sweet. All right, guys, we'll see you at the Amazon Live after party. We'd love to shop with you. Come on over and hang out for a few minutes with us there. Oh, and Quaxon, it's Parque del Oeste is where we used to live, near Parque del Oeste, O-E-S-T. I think it means west. It's in Madrid, and it has a beautiful rose garden. It's a little bit more on the outskirts of town, but it's nice, and there's a mall that you can get to from there that's really good. It's all very central, but Parque del Oeste, O-E-S-T-E, is very nice. And we used to live, if you wanted to see where we lived on Paseo Pinto Rosales. So you can see it right there. It's the street that runs along the front of the park. So it's like Central Park, but not that big. But like it has like city all around it, right? So you're going to have fun. Go do it. Explore, extend, fly, or take the train to Madrid and enjoy it. All right, guys, we'll see you next Tuesday. I think we're here next Tuesday. How are we going to do that with Junior's driving lessons? We'll just figure it out. We might have to do it earlier, but we're going to figure it out. Okay, guys, until next time, see you on the high seas. Bye.
Cruiser of the week.
Hey, click me to subscribe.